What up, my dude? Oh, ooh, yeah. Welcome home, welcome home.
Thank you, man. Hey, yo, tell Boo Boo I said.
Harlem erupted as soon as Max B's release was announced online. The blog began to take off, and there was a noticeable change in the culture. However, no one responded more quickly or loudly than 50 Cent.
Two egos was just coming together, two big personalities. You know, I wasn't there for that. I was just happy to be involved, you know what I'm saying, just in the game. I'm never trying to come take nobody's shit. I'm in my own world, B. I'm existentialist, man. I like to do my own shit. You know, I come from a whole nother shit.
Before the wave had a chance to inhale clean air, 50 was already making jokes, laughing, and posting cryptic messages that were immediately understood by all as direct jabs at Jim Jones. It wasn't nuanced. It wasn't silent. It was sardonic, precise, and well-planned classic 50 trolling. The timing was just too ideal. 50 Cent has been monitoring Jim Jones, Max B, Dipset, and the entire Harlem legend ecology for years. And now that Max B is free after serving years in prison, one of the most notorious beef triangles in New York rap history has abruptly reopened. And before anyone else even got up, 50 spotted a chance to stir things up.
Looking better, smelling better, tasting better, the face is better. Fuck with your motherfucking brother. I'm on my way. I'm feeling righteous. Oh man, they gonna eat me alive. Fuck with your boy and those who ain't getting from the ground up. I'm charging y'all tenfold. Fuck with your boy. We independent, nigga. EMG, Max Biggerville, sign out.
The internet did precisely what he intended when he began with memes. Old videos, a few slide subtitles, and a few references to the major energy returning. It blew up. Screenshots go viral. Comment sections become battlegrounds. People brought up old rumors, old street allegations, old diss records, and old interviews. The talk was definitely back, even though the beef wasn't. And 50 is the most knowledgeable about that. Storytelling generates momentum. He refrained from naming Jim. He didn't personally involve Max B in anything. Knowing that the supporters would handle the spark, he just doused the culture with gasoline. No one can stir up a mess like 50 Cent, who does it with grace under the guise of disrespect. Comedy under the masquerade of turmoil and trolling under the cover of commentary. Here's what made it even more bizarre though. Max B hasn't responded to anything, made a statement, conducted an interview, or spoken at all. However, the mere fact that he was free was enough to send waves of anxiety through Harlem, throughout New York, and directly into the center of the Jim Jones versus Max B controversy that fans continue to discuss today. Jim Jones, however, responded nearly instantly. Everyone knew who he was referring to, even though he didn't give names. He wrote hidden messages about people attempting to stay relevant, about people living for attention, and about individuals trying to bring back drama he didn't want to revisit.
Max B coming home. Where we at with that? Are you able to get past that?
No. Now we get past now. We can get past that now. You want to get past it? Or you want to dive more into it? Or you want me to tweet?
I want you to get past it at some point.
You want me to crash out?
I definitely don't want you to crash out, because I don't want to crash out. Now, what I want for myself, I want for my brother.
I appreciate it.
You see what I'm saying? Because there's too much money out here, there's too much life out here, and I like to do the things that I like to do. Ain't nothing feel better than living right now.
You're right.
It was obvious what the tone was. This smoke was not what Jim wanted, not in public, not at this time, and most definitely not when 50 Cent is the one promoting it. However, it was irrelevant at that point. The story was already getting worse, gaining momentum every minute. Harlem was a hive of activity. Fans began picking sides once more. It was palpable. The city was seeing the formation of the chessboard, the movement of the pieces, and the increase in energy. Additionally, 50 Cent was just warming up. You must comprehend the past in order to comprehend why 50 seized this opportunity so swiftly. Not only are Max B and Jim Jones at odds, but 50 is intricately entwined with Harlem's rap politics. This is not brand new. This isn't a coincidence. This is the ideal moment for decades of tension to resurface. The energy between Max B and Jim Jones was already unstable when they were still close musically. one of the most well-known breakups in hip-hop. Their fallout is replete with financial disagreements, loyalty issues, accusations, interviews, and tales that are still discussed today.
Let's not get close to the gate, guys. They're gonna tell us to move.
Nah, fuck Max B.
Okay.
Max, get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Okay. Has that conversation even come up though?
No, people don't play with me with that conversation. Ain't nobody can tell me nothing about that. That's the first thing I say. You heard?
Okay.
That's how you feel. I end the deal for anybody. Ain't no Max talking about conversation.
The streets and blogs took sides after Max was imprisoned. People in Harlem were split between those who supported Jim and others who thought Max and 50 Cent got the short end of the stick. Throughout, he was paying close attention. 50 publicly supported Max B on multiple occasions in the early 2010s. He co-signed interviews, made repeated statements, made jokes about Jim Jones's street reputation, and used Max B's predicament as fuel for his personal feud with Dipset. This was more than just amusement to 50. It was a tactic. In the present day, the dynamics remain unchanged. Releasing Max B is like unlocking a time capsule full of unsolved tension. Furthermore, 50 Cent knows exactly how to use fan intrigue, outrage, and nostalgia as weapons, because he is a master of timing and public manipulation. In the meantime, Jim Jones has been attempting to revamp his media appearances, business, and fitness. For the past few years, he has prioritized growth over beef. However, 50 never chooses peace when a good joke is available, and the internet never forgets. Fans began going over everything again as soon as they learned that Max B was getting away with it. The contracts, the aftermath, the interviews, the released audio, the old phone conversations, and the diss tunes. Additionally, 50 Cent enjoys nothing more than bringing up painful past events, particularly when they involve people he doesn't get along with. The culture was aware of what was going on right away. It has nothing to do with Max B. This was hardly a celebration of his liberation. Jim Jones was forced to confront the shadows he believed he had buried years ago when 50 pulled ancient skeletons out of Harlem's closet. The fans are committed regardless of Jim's feelings, because beef never goes out of style in hip-hop. It simply awaits the appropriate time to start up again. Jim Jones made a hasty attempt to shut it down. He declined to use 50's name, but as soon as the trolling got heated, he went online with words that were obviously directed at someone stirring the pot. He declared that he had no desire to relive the drama of the past. He claimed that individuals were attempting to impose narratives. He claimed to be concentrated on optimism and business. However, this is what the industry is aware of concerning Jim. Fans think it's eating away at him the more he attempts to deny something. He didn't have a peaceful energy. It wasn't contemptuous. It was defensive, tense, and frustrated. Additionally, the internet immediately detects weakness when a public figure reacts in that way. Comments erupted right away. The wave is home, which is why he is angry. 50 rattled him once more. He ought to have said nothing. This appears to be guilty. He fears Max may say something.
I think two egos is just coming together, two big personalities. You know, I wasn't there for that. I was just happy to be involved. You know what I'm saying? Just in the game. I'm never trying to come take nobody's shit. I'm in my own world, B. I'm existentialist, man. I like to do my own shit. You know, I come from a whole nother spot. So, you know, it was just egos clashing, a lack of respect, you know what I'm saying? And shit's lack of everything. That shit don't mix well, and next thing you know what I'm saying, we beefing. So as far as the content or whatever, it should have went a different way, you know what I'm saying? I think today, we would have handled the situation different. But, you know, I mean, we was young, we was all crazy, and now we here, we older, we got kids, and people looking at us, we gotta set the right example. We can't be looking crazy out here, so it is what it is. It's all love. I'm trying to get back on.
Fans began going over everything again as soon as they learned that Max B was getting away with it. The contracts, the aftermath, the interviews, the released audio, the old phone conversations, and the diss tunes. Additionally, 50 Cent enjoys nothing more than bringing up painful past events, particularly when they involve people he doesn't get along with. The culture was aware of what was going on right away. It has nothing to do with Max B. This was hardly a celebration of his liberation. Jim Jones was forced to confront the shadows he believed he had buried years ago when 50 pulled Ancient. Skeletons out of Harlem's closet. The fans are committed regardless of Jim's feelings. Because beef never goes out of style in hip-hop. It simply awaits the appropriate time to start up again. Jim Jones made a hasty attempt to shut it down. He declined to use 50's name, but as soon as the trolling got heated, he went online with words that were obviously directed at someone stirring the pot. He declared that he had no desire to relive the drama of the past. He claimed that individuals were attempting to impose narratives. He claimed to be concentrated on optimism and business. However, this is what the industry is aware of concerning Jim. Fans think it's eating away at him the more he attempts to deny something. He didn't have a peaceful energy. It wasn't contemptuous. It was defensive, tense, and frustrated. Additionally, the internet immediately detects weakness when a public figure reacts in that way. Comments erupted right away. The wave is home, which is why he is angry. 50 rattled him once more. He ought to have said nothing. This appears to be guilty. He fears Max may say something.
People on the internet talk about Jim Jones. Oh, you're petty. You're a grown man. You need to let that go. A nigga fuck my bitch. I ain't never letting it go. Man, hear my theme music, bruh. Jim put him on. How dare you come and disrespect me after I gave you the platform? If it wasn't for me, nobody would have known who you was. Max B is Cam's man. And Jimmy put him on. When Cam ain't put him on, Cam looked at Max and was like, oh, nigga, you rap? You rapping now? He looked at you like the dirty nigga with the fucking wavy hair and big ass shades with the big ass chrome heart jeans. That's who Max B was, bro. And Jimmy gave him a platform and he put him on just for him to diss him? That's not crazy to y'all? And then he talking about he smashed his girl and y'all want Jim to let that slide? Oh, Max B wrote Ballin'. Max B is the one that inspired the whole style. So what, nigga? Jim was the big homie, bro. Give me that song, nigga. You don't need that. Give me that style. You don't need that. Go back to Rice.
The foundation of Max B's entire legacy is his self-assurance, charm, and easy swagger. Fans felt that he was letting the world speak for him because he didn't get into the dispute as soon as he was let free, didn't react to the trolls, didn't react to Jim's remarks, and didn't throw shade. Additionally, the quiet becomes a plot point when the world is hyped. People interpret quiet as a tactic, a display of strength and confidence, and an indication that Max B doesn't need to become involved because the story already favors him. Max B has always been seen by the public as the victim of one of the trickiest fallouts in rap. The sympathy was only heightened by his conviction. Fans become even more devoted to him as a result of his lengthy sentence. Additionally, the stillness has weight when someone with that kind of cult following slowly returns home. People frequently ask, where's the wave at? In the comments section of Jim's postings. Every time 50 trolls, people claim that he is aware of Max's impending triumph. Every time a rapper talks about Harlem, Max comes up. Max's quiet attracted conjecture rather than criticism and expectation. Will he deal with the consequences? Will he tell the whole tale? Will he get back together with anyone? Will he put out music that is critical of the past? The momentum is being fueled by the mystery. 50 Cent, on the other hand, is relishing every moment of it. As he is aware that Jim Jones will be under increasing pressure, the longer Max remains silent. Jim must either publicly address it or choose to ignore it entirely. Additionally, 50 benefits from both of those choices. Now, people are paying more attention to Max B's behavior than Jim's responses. People are anticipating features, music, and interviews. His version of events is what people want to hear. It doesn't matter if Max decides to talk or not. His simply being outside of prison has changed the balance of power in their previous conflict. And without releasing a single diss track, 50 Cent placed himself squarely in the middle of the action. There's a reason why 50 Cent keeps coming back to anything that has to do with Jim Jones and Max. B, it is a wonderful fit for his style of psychological warfare, clean and amusement. Beef isn't a conflict for 50, it's content. Leverage is what it is. It's advertising. And it enables him to participate in the cultural dialogue even when he isn't making music. 50 is aware that everything he likes is present in this circumstance. Check out the long-standing tension. Check out old interviews with clumsy details. Check for conflicting stories. Check out two musicians with enormous fan dedication. A story about a comeback? Indeed. For someone who likes turmoil, it's the ideal playground. The culture is currently waiting to see what will happen next while perched on the brink. Will Jim Jones lose it and confront 50 head-on? Will Max B choose to make a situation-related freestyle? Will 50 make it even more intense? Will Harlem split off once more? Will fresh rappers enter the fray? A beef that influenced a whole period of New York rap may be reignited by any of these. Here's the twist, though. This time, stories travel more quickly, voices are louder, receipts are everywhere. The internet is larger and the stakes are higher. 50 Cent is aware that a single meme can cause more harm than an entire diss tune. A single joke has more impact than a verse. Days can pass during a single chaotic moment. Jim Jones is attempting to maintain harmony. Max B is acting like a man who is appreciative of his freedom. However, he is 50 years old and craves the moment, the media attention, interaction, the entertainment, and the culture. The fact is straightforward, regardless of how Jim Jones reacts, what Max B chooses, or how much the fans speculate. The beef never perished. One spark was all that was required. And 50 Cent was waiting for Max B's liberation. For more streetwise hip-hop breakdowns, unvarnished cultural commentary, and the stories appending the entire rap game. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you like this in-depth look.